Welcome back to What She Said, where we are wrapping up on Stranded on Honeymoon Island with episodes 11 and 12. For 21 days, these couples have spent 24/7 stranded together in hopes of developing long-lasting feelings for one another. Now, as they come to the end of this adventure, they must decide. Will they stay together, or will they go their separate ways? Will Brie choose Byron now that she's checked what he's packing and has had a good old look at what's under the hood? Can Brie woo Byron with her sweet song, or is the ick too strong for Byron to recover from? And if they choose to go their separate ways, who gets custody of Boris? It's a real question.
I think there's some international importing laws there.
Legalities.
Right.
Yes.
So a roast chicken dinner as they leave. Courtesy of Boris. Will Dani be able to push past her thoughts of self-worth and realize that she does in fact deserve someone like Emmanuel? Or will Emmanuel back away after Dani's underwhelming declaration that she will probably miss him? Will Amy choose man-bun salmon jacket? I mean, of course, we don't have to wait for that answer. She bloody well will. But will Hayden get frightened off by Amy's forthcoming feelings and the ease at which she drops that L-bomb? Will Georgia get to fly off into the sunset with her very own magic mic, aka Chad? And will Chad let someone into his inner sanctum, or have his serial monogamous comments got the both of them second-guessing their compatibility? Jess and Sam. Oh, will Jess still see hope with Sam? Or will her best friend's comments on their relationship hit home with a slap of realization? Will Sam continue to worry about how he's being viewed on the show as opposed to actually being a part of the experience? And will he let Jess get through her final comments to him without interruption? Let's see. Let's get into it. My name is Moira.
I'm Paige.
And I'm Emma.
And this is your entertainment segment of What She Said. So now let's kick it off with episode 11. With the couples, they were packing up their humble abodes and they were saying goodbye to each other as they were whisked away on separate boats to another island where, for 24 hours, they got to shower, have a proper meal, sleep in an actual room where they had fully functioning toilets. Oh, the luxury!
And as Emmanuel said, it's just nice to wear clothes.
Right? After 24 hours apart, they were rejoining together to declare whether they will choose to move forward together or end the relationship for good.
Yeah, so he and Byron initially look still all lovey-dovey while they're on the island.
But I didn't think it was going to happen with these two.
Yeah, look, as soon as Byron's dad was there and he was like, I'm just not feeling it, I knew it was dead in the water.
Yeah.
There was no coming back from Byron. Brie definitely looked as though she was full keen. And once her brother was like, yeah, he's keen, he's into you, she was full steam ahead. Byron's the one for me.
She just needed that reassurance from her brother, didn't she? So
Exactly. And I think it was just a little bit too late.
It's interesting because I heard quite a few of them actually say, but her initially, obviously being the first couple, say that she's changed so much and she's learned so much from this experience and so much about herself. I'm just curious as to how she's learned so much without the intervention of outside people. And then by the outside people, I mean not the girl group who are like vultures on gossip. Do you know what I mean? We're all a bit, oh, right, well, he can't be doing that to you. Like, do you know what I mean? Not that kind of help. I just find it interesting how they can learn so much about themselves without that.
People can evolve, but I think 3 weeks, it's a longer term thing. So I think it's just the fact that she wasn't able to run or swim away, that she was stuck there unless she pulled the flare. And I don't think anybody other than Mike is going to give up paradise. Who's going to give up their private island, private beach? That's a once in a lifetime thing. Nobody's going to be able to afford it. We said that last episode.
I actually think that was the one comment that Sam made that the thing he's going to miss most about this is his private island.
I don't think she was going to pull the flare. That would have been her only out.
Yeah.
I actually think that what she means is that she has had the glimpse of being vulnerable. So she did say that she is never the one that gets hurt because she walks away. So I think that she has developed her vulnerability in allowing someone to get close enough to her heart in order for her to feel those emotions.
I did love her dress, her second white dress. I did love that. I thought she looked beautiful.
Oh, she looked gorgeous.
Yeah. So look, I didn't see it happening for Byron. I thought he was definitely going to be a no. And look, I wasn't surprised at his decision, but I was glad that he didn't try and make good just to not let her down. I'm actually glad that he was kind of truthful and was like, look, there's something missing, and I applaud him for doing that because that can't be easy.
That's right.
Yeah. When Byron did give her the rejection letter, Brie said, it's okay. And I knew right then that she was going to go away and bawl her eyes out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She's like, rejection hurts. This is why I don't put my heart on the line. It's not a good start. So I felt for a little bit there.
Oh, it kind of annoyed me a little bit because I feel like you can't, and then I guess as we move into the reunion, we'll touch on it again. You can't just, when you let your walls down, it can't always go your way. That's the intricacies of romance and relationships, right? You have to put your heart on your sleeve and your emotions and communication, everything out there. And sometimes the other person's not going to reciprocate. And that's the whole point of communication and learning, right? It's the intricacies.
I think the important thing that is a takeaway from it is the fact that she felt something at all.
Yeah. I mean, we know she got the fanny flutters. Is that what she's feeling? I don't know. It's not a total loss of 3 weeks. She got some at some stage. So
right.
And made friends for life. That's really all of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Then we see he talks to the camera. He says, throughout this experience, I've had my doubts. Since being apart, it's been turmoil. I can't stop the feeling that there's something missing between us. So
even though we've only known each other a few weeks, I can't imagine my life without you. Today I'm putting my heart on my sleeve. I came here with commitment issues. Now I'm ready to leave them on the island. Byron, I do really like you. So I stand before you now, saying yes to continuing this crazy journey.
I've said it countless times, and I'll continue to do so. I feel so very lucky to be stranded on an island with you. Growing up, watching a loving mum and my dad and what they shared, I had a front row seat to what true love could look like. Brie, throughout this experience with you, I've had doubts. Since being apart, I've been in turmoil about whether I'm running away or perhaps we're just not meant to be. I know this is hard to hear, but trust me, it's even harder to say. I can't stop feeling there's something missing between us, and unfortunately, I can't promise to continue this romantic relationship with you after this. Brie, I'm sorry this wasn't our fairy tale ending.
It's okay. Don't stress. It's seriously okay. I promise you, I'm okay.
And then we had Emmanuel and Dani. Yay!
Yep. Hot and steamy in here.
Well, as they were leaving each other on the island, I was like, could you not have given a bit of a better smooch than that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I was uncertain about what their answer would be, really. I thought Dani was gonna do a runner.
Yeah, I honestly, I did too. I was on that. I didn't actually, to be fair, I didn't think anyone was staying together except Amy and Hayden. And even at that, I was iffy that Hayden was going to go, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love these two.
Yes, me too.
I love the way he speaks to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that he is very comfortable and confident with his feelings and his emotions.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is proper sexy, right? And he calms her.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's what I'm looking for in a relationship.
Yes, please. Can you get one of those?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where do I sign on the dotted line?
Get an
Do you have any friends?
You need one of those. You 100% deserve one of those.
Thank you.
You know what I
think
loved
so
though?
too.
I loved that Jenny said, I got to shave my legs and I plucked and
Yeah.
yes, you would be straight away.
Oh, you'd feel so good and so soft, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Exactly.
It's coming out of winter. You'll get to do that soon.
I was going to say there's nothing better than at the end of winter when you get that razor out.
I did have to say that I really appreciated Dani's vows or commitment, whatever we're going to call it, speech, because she did say, I've learnt that I need to go for what I deserve. And this is what I deserve. I was like, yes, Queen, you do.
Oh,
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, I wrote that, so proud of her. And I big love these two.
Yeah.
My favorite parts in Emmanuel's were, I feel seen by you and I see you.
Yes.
I'm in love with you. And I was like,
see?
The learning curve has been steep. But Dani, I'm so grateful to call you my partner. I feel seen by you and I see you. I know you shut down at times and haven't fully let me in. I know you think we might break in the real world, but Dani, I think you want this as much as I want this. So today, I must be true to myself, and I have to take this risk. I don't care that it's only been 3 weeks. I feel like my whole life has changed. Because I'm falling in love with you. And I can't wait to continue this journey together with you in the real world.
What we've built is a solid foundation. But what concerns me is the next phase, the outside world. Everyone has insecurities. I've been insecure about my body and had doubts about what kind of person I thought I deserved. I don't know how I'm going to go with you away performing at shows, groupies sliding into your DMs, and your phone blowing up. Emmanuel, this wasn't an easy decision. I chose you out of 19 men, and I stand here today still choosing you. Because what I have learnt is to honour my needs and finally go after what I want. And I know now that I love you.
You know what? Actually, when he said that, I was like, see, this needs to be in some spicy books. Because this will get a girl going.
You know what? He could get a job. If the whole music thing falls through, he could be a voiceover.
Yes.
Emmanuel, we've got your next
gig.
Yes.
He could. We'll write a spicy book and you can read it to us.
Well, I mean, writing a spicy book.
Can you sit in the room and actually read it to us? That'd be nice. But you have to sit there like a cabana boy and
preferably no shirt on.
Do you know what? Dani could read the other side.
I'll get them.
No.
No,
she'll ruin it for me.
After he said, I'm falling in love with you, she's like, thank you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, you don't say thank you after somebody says I'm in love with you. And then she's like, for being honorable and wearing your heart on your sleeve. I'm like, oh my God, that pause was too long, Dani.
She's a wee tease, isn't she? Oh, I love them two together. I really do.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They deserve each other and all the good that comes with it. And Hayden and Amy, I guess, were our next couple.
Well, you're really generous calling him by his name because I wrote Amy and Man-bun salmon jacket.
Yeah, no.
4 days with you has been a complete whirlwind. It feels like a flash in time, yet we've already created so many unforgettable memories together. Luckily for you, I've already told you I love you a million times. And you didn't say it back. I just don't believe this is the end of our love story. I think this is just the beginning. I can't wait to continue our adventure together. Okay.
Look, it was giving me a little bit Fatal Attraction.
Her eyes a bit creepy, right?
No.
No, I mean, like, not creepy, just like...
I couldn't tell whether it was
intense.
kind of like a skit or whether it was her actual personality. I feel like it was a bit of a skit.
Oh, I feel like it's just her humor.
Yeah.
I don't think she's really being a psycho. I think
I know. I know.
I think it's just her humor, but
Yes.
it can come across as a very, that's the right word.
Fatal Attraction.
Fatal Attraction, yeah.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was a skit. I thought it was like her sense of humor, and I feel like he didn't really get to know her well enough to know that that's just
Her.
fun. Like it's like a joke with the Jack, like, "Ha, I love you." I kind of do.
He's like, I'm obsessed with him, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he's like,
It's
oh my
like
God.
Isla Fisher's character out of Wedding Crashers.
God, I think you're amazing.
Oh my God, don't ever leave me.
Ever.
Good. Because I'd find you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
yes.
Run away, because I found you.
Oh my God, that's exactly right. She's like, I've told him a million times that I love him, but he hasn't.
But he hasn't said it back.
No wonder.
She's funny. I liked her. She's funny.
I know. So Hayden says that he really likes her and that he did miss her for that 24 hours, but that he's a bit afraid that Amy's built the fantasy up of man-bun salmon jacket and hasn't gotten to know the real him.
Yes, that she has built some very high expectations and he didn't know if he could live up to them.
Yeah.
I get that.
Fantasies are hard, right? Especially when you're first getting to know someone and one person has known of the other person or had a crush on them for a long time.
Yeah.
They've built this like fantasy character up and a lot of times it's a letdown.
Yes.
Yeah. And I guess he was just asking for patience and to work on the expectation management.
Yeah. Oh, I wrote
Code
that
word
one.
for just pump the brakes a little
I
bit.
feel like he didn't write that though. I feel like somebody else wrote that for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I almost liked him in that moment. I was like, oh, okay.
Next, we had Sam and we had Jess.
Oh.
And I honestly thought she was going to give him a chance, and I was like,
so did I.
Don't do
it. Don't do it, sweetheart. Please. Please.
Yeah.
And then go Jess,
ripped him a
give
new
it
one.
to him.
Even before then, like before they got to their decision ceremony, we'll call it. I don't know. I don't even know what it's called. Decision day. Sam's like, I'm really emotional because I'm leaving my private island. Right then I was like, so you're not emotional that you're leaving Jess, like at all, the person that you spent 3 weeks with, getting to know, living together 24 hours a day.
So at the end of the day, what we got out of that was that he was only there for the beach.
For a holiday,
I did. Well, this is the thing. As she is going through and actually having the time and the space away from him to reflect on her own feelings and emotions, and she's actually giving it to him everything that we have been watching, viewing, seeing, thinking. She has gone, no, I've been taking note. I'm realizing now that was not how I should have been treated.
Yeah.
And then as she's doing that, he turns around and goes,
Feel good?
does it feel good?
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh,
you
smug little shit.
You dick. I was like, good on you, Jess, because this is exactly who he is in this moment. To me, it's more about the optics for him than it is actually the experience of finding someone. It was the optics of how I'm being presented, how I'm appearing. All over everything, over the whole experience, that's all it was. That's all it came across.
In those early days, I felt chemistry, and I truly believed that deeper feelings were developing. However, somewhere along the line, it all started to change. Your constant mention of the lack of trust in me led me to feeling that I needed to tread on eggshells just to keep you happy. And I did that because ultimately I wanted us to work. You made me feel small. And I can't tell you how much I regret letting that happen. I have absolutely no problem telling a man to do better, that I'm not interested in his lackadaisical efforts, or that he fumbled the bag. It pains me to say this, but Sam, you fumbled the bag. I know my value, and I won't settle for anything less.
She's definitely a writer. Does it feel good? There's a lot there, Jess, and there's a lot that wasn't said throughout the experience to me. Telling me that I fumbled the bag. Come on, man. I didn't fumble no bag. I could see what I had in front of me for the last 3.5 weeks, and I feel like I've dodged a bullet. And I truly and deeply hung on to this experience through to the end to try and find that spark with us. But Jess, it's just not there for me. Jess, I won't lead you on. I can't see us progressing any further romantically. Sorry, I couldn't be what you wanted.
I'm proud of her, and I also love that she said that she felt empowered in that moment.
Yes.
You go.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Loved it.
Yes, Queen. We love you. We have loved you from the beginning, and we will continue to love you.
100%.
Yeah.
Speaking of love, Chad and Georgia.
Oh my
Another favorite couple. I didn't know if that was going to go ahead though. I had my doubts after the comments.
Oh, it looked pretty frosty between them, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, in the beginning when they're tidying up, and she's
They're
like, "I think I might wear the top half of my dress," and he said nothing.
No response.
Like
blank. I'm like, oh, you're in your own head, mate.
Oh.
So Chad and George's dilemma was split across the end of episode 11 and the beginning of episode 12.
His words made me cry. I want to give Georgia all of that, but I know what my destiny is and what my future holds. I don't want her to be burdened by the situation I'm in. That's why I've decided to set her free.
Yeah.
And I had tears.
I had tears, yeah. I was crying at that too. I was crying at Dani and Emmanuel, and then I was crying at Chad and Georgia.
No, I just thought, oh my gosh, the pressure that he feels, and it hurt my heart. Like I felt for him in that moment.
To my darling Chad, the big Malolo. I came into this experience hoping to find love. I've had to overcome my past heartbreak and renew my trust in others to be able to be here with you today. I never thought I could find someone I love being around 24/7. Someone who is as kind and patient as you are, even in the most testing of times. I never thought I could find someone who would make me laugh every day like you do. I don't know what the future has in store for us, but I promise to be as committed to you at home as I have been on our paradise island. I can't wait to start our next adventure together. Chad, I love you.
And she said, Chad, I love you. And I love that she saw how upset, like after she had said, I love you in her speech, and she could see that he was tearing up and getting really sad. And she reached out to hold his hand, like, to reassure him it's okay. Thinking to herself, this could probably be him telling me no, but I want to comfort him. And I thought, you are just such a beautiful person. Like, both of you.
She's selfless.
Both
She's
of
just,
them.
Yeah.
They both got hearts of gold.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately his vows to her, or his decision, was that he was giving her a choice, like you said. So he wasn't actually setting her free. He was saying, this is your out.
To my wife, Georgia, I entered this experience to find my soulmate, true love, and partner in crime. However, when it came to writing my final promises, there is something I must tell you first. In life, my absolute duty and responsibility is devoted to my mum and sister. And when the day comes that my mum is no longer with me, that is when I will step into her shoes to take over my sister's management. She has done it all alone, and this is the only way I ever imagined doing it. Alone. The reality of my life punches a lot harder. You're yet to see just how involved and committed one needs to be caring for my sister. This is a huge commitment, not only for me, but also my potential life partner. So I want to let you know that you have an out. You're not locked in, and I need to say this to you now, because this matter alone could make or break us, and I need you to think about it seriously. But if you choose me and everything I come with, this is my promise to you. I promise to love you and everything that makes you, you. Yet I will understand if you choose not to take me and all that I come with. Georgia, I love you.
I just want to acknowledge what you've said first. I do choose you and all that you come with. There was never any doubt. I pictured that that would just be a given anyway before he even said to me.
Yes.
And I love that Georgia said, I acknowledge what you've said and I choose you. And I was like, that set me off again.
And the fact that she said that it had already been factored in.
Yeah.
Like, I accept you with everything that you come with. And that was never, ever going to be an issue because I knew what you were coming with and I chose you anyway.
Such a beautiful romance. I'm not sure whether they've stayed together, but I think it was pretty hot and heavy at the time.
Yeah, and then they were like, and Chad's like, and now we need to go to the hotel.
Yeah.
Now we need to get a room.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And then we see the last reunion. Dani and Emmanuel were the first ones there, and she's like, I mean, we're not here to like rub our success in people's faces, but I mean, we're here to rub our success in people's faces.
Yes.
I know. And look fabulous while we're doing it.
That's right.
Yes, they looked amazing.
So the next couple that walked in, I believe, was Amy and Hayden. And you know she had their outfits planned.
Of course
she had the black dress and he had the black pants with the gold on. Emily was next.
Yes. And she came in and she looked smoking.
She did.
But she came in hot.
This lovely lady has a lot of accusations. It started with Mike and saying that he asked her what colour her undies was, which to this day, I still don't see that as a bad thing. Depends on what your humour is. And then she comes in saying that Tom's got all these girls on the outside. I don't know whether or not there's any truth, whether there's any weight to anything that this lovely lady says.
I almost picked that apart as well because she said she'd had her phone 30 minutes. She'd turn it on and not 30 minutes later she was getting a message from one of the girls. I just don't believe it.
Yeah.
I believe that she probably got it. I don't understand the care factor.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because if you're all at a speed dating event, they probably don't even know that he's on the island, because when you're leaving to go to the island, you have no phone. So it's not like he's messaging the girls while he's with Emily. He's probably messaging them while he's at the speed dating going, I might not get chosen for this. I might not see this person again. I've got their number. We've obviously exchanged numbers, so there's an interest on both parties. I can't understand the issue I think her issue is that there wasn't commitment because there were other opportunities, but there's other opportunities for everyone.
Exactly.
But I mean, that is fair. That is fair on Emily's behalf because she got cheated out of the experience. So I get that she's pissed, right?
Yes.
Because Tom just was a douche the whole way through. Not once did he appear to be sincere. Not once did he appear to be there for her. And when they kissed,
he didn't appear to try. That's the thing. He just didn't appear to try.
Yeah. No. And I couldn't even look at them kissing. Like, it just, for me, was
awkward.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, skipping forward in it a bit. So when Tom actually arrives, because Tom does turn up,
Emily pulls him
aside and says, you know, what's this with these two girls? And then Tom's like,
are you sure there's no residual feelings?
There's nothing else?
Yeah.
Everyone stopped everything on the outside before they came in? Are you sure about that?
Just the eyes between them.
Mic drop.
Like the
I love the drink as well. When he was like, are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it, like, he blackmails her, right? He says, and because Emily's like, grits her teeth and says,
no, he doesn't. No.
That is blackmail.
No,
that is blackmail.
Nah, I disagree. That's not blackmail.
No.
Emily says, don't say anything.
Yeah, but she's brought it up.
All he was saying was, oh yeah,
I've got receipts too.
Does Amy know about Hayden? Don't say anything. That is him going, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Correct.
I have secrets, but I have said nothing.
Yes. Yeah.
That's him going, we can go tit for tat. Yep. Or we can be mature about it and move on.
No. Because later on he said, if you don't want me to say anything, you know, you'll keep this to yourself. And at the table, at the dinner table, when they were all sitting around, and Brie brought it up because, as drama queen Brie does, brings everything up because she likes to stir the pot.
She's the spokesperson for everyone because Emily had been feeding it to her. So Emily had been feeding it to them all, knowing that Brie is the mouthpiece for everyone and was going to say something. And when she did, Emily knew that Tom had already talked to her and knew a piece of information that she didn't want repeated. And so he just looked at her like,
I can bring it up.
You
want to
role reversal, right? Role reversal. Do you know what? See, if I had been Tom, I would have been like, do you know what, Brie? Since we're talking about it and since we're airing everyone's dirty laundry, here's something you didn't know. And I would have told it.
Yeah.
I think he should have, but he chose not to. And it was inferred that the agreement between them is that if Emily backs Tom and backs down on her accusations, it is. Go back and watch it.
Because she doesn't have a leg to stand on.
No, she was coming in with a bag full of accusations and nothing but someone saying something. And he
had
knew
receipts.
a fact. He knew and said, but does she know?
I know.
No, she doesn't. Oh, interesting. But also, why does that matter?
Exactly.
Well, it's not like she was shagging Hayden on the island.
No.
So why does it matter? If I was Emily, I would have been going, no, she doesn't know, but I don't see why it matters. Go ahead and tell her, you're going to look like the dick for trying to out me.
Why the fuck didn't Hayden, when Amy was talking to the camera later on about Tom and what went down at the table, Hayden just sat there quietly, not saying that he knew Emily, not saying that they dated. I kind of want to know. I kind of want to talk to Emily. I want to know what's happening, Emily.
I think what you cannot do is take somebody's word for what people say in a text message. Especially if you're going on a TV show, right? People will try to ruffle feathers. People get paid off to say things or text things. Don't believe it. Like, unless you know for sure, like Tom seemed to know for sure that she had been with Hayden, unless you have facts like that, don't even bring them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. Don't engage. Don't give it oxygen. No.
No.
Speaking of a hot mess, Brie.
Yeah.
You know what I loved is Brie comes in and she's waving and she's upset because obviously she hasn't fully got over the whole Byron situation and the
24
fact she's
hours.
walking in alone.
Yeah.
And Chad can see that she is so upset, and he
Yes.
says, "Come and hug your brothers." And I was like,
Yes.
"Oh yes." That would have made her cry even more. Or it would have made me
Yeah.
cry even more.
Yeah.
But I loved that. I love how sensitive and how they can feel and read a situation, and especially Emmanuel. Like I love that. But I can't also help the feeling, just touching on both of them, I can't help but feel that the editing made Brie and Emily like scorned lovers.
Yes.
Didn't it come across like that?
If there's one thing we know, Endemol Shine does a fantastic job with editing. Something may have happened and it would not have happened in the way that it appears to us. So I almost don't believe anything that the show has showed.
Yeah.
I've found it entertaining and I've loved it. This has been my favorite show to cover, but I don't believe anything that is on reality TV.
We're wise to it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got you.
It's just entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's like playing like detective, isn't it? It's like, okay, well, is this really real?
Yeah.
I just felt like Brie was obviously coming in hot. She was still furious about, and even more furious because she had had that time to be by herself and analyze every single word. And she probably asked the producers for his words and his cards so she could read over them. And I feel like she was more annoyed that she had put herself out there and then been rejected.
Yeah.
But this again comes back to the
on national TV.
But it becomes back to the intricacies of relationships and romance, right? And you're saying you've learned so much about yourself. Well, this is another lesson you have to learn, is that sometimes when you put yourself out there, you do get rejected.
That's right.
9 times out of 10, baby.
That's exactly.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yep. Hey.
But yeah, you should learn to let your walls down, because you can't always get a yes. But sometimes it's nice to put yourself out there, and the more you do, the easier it gets.
That's right.
Yeah.
And sometimes rejections lead to the most amazing things.
Yeah. I did appreciate, though, that Byron had a chat with her straight away when he came in and felt that it was fairly icy. I do appreciate the fact that he said, look, everyone's not meant to be.
Yeah, but I do think he handled it really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think she just needed that reassurance that it wasn't all for nothing. Like it wasn't him just leading her on. He genuinely did have feelings for her. He genuinely didn't know which way he was going to fall, but she does mean a lot to him, and this experience hasn't gone to waste.
Yeah.
And then we saw Mike. Yay!
Yes. I was really happy to see that Mike was there. And I was curious to know whether they had flown him back or whether he'd just stayed at the resort for a holiday, because that wouldn't be so bad, right?
Exactly.
I'd pull a flare to stay on a resort and have a swim in hot showers.
100%. Yeah. I'll be at the buffet if you need me.
Call me when you need me.
Look for the hat.
That's right. Yeah. And it appeared that he was almost, and again, editing and what they've told him to say, most likely, that he was still kind of holding a little bit of hope or a flicker of a flame on whether Amy had changed her mind, whether maybe he and Amy had a chance. And I like the fact that he said, I'm curious to see if the grass is greener on the other side, because I believe that the grass is greener where you water it.
100%.
Exactly. And I always say that. Water your own grass.
I think there was a little bit of disappointment there. And everyone's like, oh, Mike. And Sam and Jacket was like, okay, yeah. Thanks for giving me this.
He's hot. Yeah, fair enough.
This opportunity, yeah. I'll shake your hand, mate.
Yeah, you're a good looking bloke.
That's right. But yeah, no, he was kind of quiet. He sat down the end and he didn't really say much. So I don't know. Again, that's probably editing, because, from everything that we've seen, Mike is not afraid of having a conversation. So I'd say that they kind of edited that for him to appear quiet and sad in the corner.
I think the focus was on the outcome for the couples, and he had already given up his position for Amy. But that was nice of Amy to recognize that and cheers Mike.
Yeah. Jess walks in and I'm like, wow.
Red is definitely her
stunning.
color.
Yeah. She looked gorgeous.
I really loved her outfit. She looked fabulous. Everyone looked fabulous, but but she did come in with like confidence, like, yes, I've made the right decision. Like there was no scorned, there was no upset. She had learned lessons, she had found out things about herself, and she was really comfortable and happy with her decision. It came across to me anyway.
She just had Sam's number, didn't she?
Yeah.
Like, to be that observant over 3 weeks to know exactly everything about a person, that's a skill also.
Well, that's why she's a relationships expert.
So I guess whenever they're all sitting at the table and they go and they talk about how their experience was at their reunion catch up, and Sam goes on a tangent, and then Dani says, well, I'd like to hear from Jess. And Jess is so articulate and doesn't even need to tear him down with her words. And he's laying blame, and she does not. She is so articulate with her experience and her words that she doesn't need to. And I think that rattled him. I think that she was able to communicate so much about who he is, and the fact that he didn't even
ask her any questions.
So much about him that he didn't try to get to know her.
I know so much about you, but you know, like you don't know what I did for a job before my last job. You don't know what my tattoos mean. You don't know what my family nickname is. You don't know all of this sort of stuff about me because you didn't ask.
Yeah.
I felt like you weren't interested. I've watched you for 3 weeks and I know who you are and I know your values, and from what I can ascertain, you're someone that wants a woman that is fiery, that is strong, that is ambitious, that is independent, that is interesting, that is intelligent, that is fun. But I was it. I was it, you know?
I think that was the realization for him, that he had really fumbled the bag, in her words, that he had missed the opportunity to actually get to know someone that could have ended with something really, really hopeful, and instead it was all optics for him.
Yeah. After that, he did say that he can react poorly at times. He said, I'm rattled and I'm struggling. I didn't know how to do it any differently than how I was doing it out there. And I wrote, this is the first time I actually liked Sam. Like, that whole time. I was like, yeah, okay, you're a decent person. But Jess had pointed out earlier that he can be sensitive and soft, but we didn't, I guess, see that side of him on the camera too much. So
not after the first couples cove. Up until that point, potentially, yes. But not after that, no.
No.
Yeah.
All that I got from Sam through the whole thing was that he was love bombing. And that was a red flag to me, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I loved though her speech at the end to the table, and how she was just about, you know, we should all be really proud of ourselves for putting ourselves out there.
I think everyone here needs to be incredibly proud of themselves. Regardless of how your partnership went and if you're walking away with a partner or not, it's a massive risk to come here and to do this. It's emotionally challenging, mentally challenging, and the fact that you came here and committed to it is a testament to your character.
I guess that her final speech at the table, how it came across in the episode anyway, it almost gave everyone an insight to her, to see that she wasn't blinded by Sam. She knew everything that was going on, and she was sitting on it to see if the situation changed without the influence of outsiders and their input. It was like, I know what's going on and I can see it, and I'm sitting on it and I'm analyzing it, because it could be a blip or it could actually be this person. But I know what I'm doing, and you need to let me run my process.
It showed massive emotional intelligence, and I don't think that people really had a chance to see that in her throughout the season, because
it was almost justifying her role as a dating and relationship coach. It was going, yeah, I've seen this the whole way along, and I've been able to manage it and articulate it and let them have their space and see if they grow. It was almost like she was letting him grow from the experience and her just be the lesson that needed to be learned, instead of her learning. Like,
it was a tough watch, those two, I think.
Yeah. So, after 21 days of tropical triumphs and emotional turbulence, 3 couples are walking away hand in hand, hopeful for a future together. Chad and Georgia, Dani and Emmanuel, and of course Amy and Hayden. Jess finally saw the light and let Sam know, with grace and clarity, that he well and truly fumbled the bag. And while she held back from dragging him down at the reunion dinner, Sam had his own realization that he had spent the entire experience focused on the optics, not the opportunity to connect. And by then, it's too late. Brie's fury towards Byron cooled as he stayed true to his laid-back character, but not without reassuring Brie that they had in fact evolved, and that while she did open up and risked rejection, there is still a mutual respect and growth between them. Emily returned with a pocket full of accusations, only to be met with Tom's plot twist secret that left her singing his praises instead of dragging his name. And then there was Mike, back with the abs, the charm, and the cheeky curiosity about whether the flair he set off helped Amy find love, or left her missing the one that got away. In the end, the real cliffhanger wasn't about who ended up together, but it's whether the 18 months between filming and airing was just too long, when life, love, and perspective move on without waiting for a reunion episode. Until next time, if the island's still standing, see you then. Bye.
Bye.